Okay. Let's bring in Neil Sean, UK royal reporter and media correspondent who's covered the royal family for more than 20 years. Neil, welcome. Good to have you here. I don't know. I mean, do people, what does she mean when the stakes are this high? What is this about? I mean, do people really care?
Martha, lovely to see you as ever. It kind of makes the Kardashians look like Oscar-winning performances, doesn't it? What we can tell you first and exclusive here on your show is there is a problem with this trailer already. And this all centres upon, if you see the trailer again, you'll see that there's a very quick picture of Catherine and William. And now they're not quite sure exactly the ownership copyright of that particular picture, whether it should have been included or not. Now, it's a very strange thing, isn't it? Because you've spent all of this time, all of this effort, and then suddenly there's a bit of a glitch. And as you rightly pointed out, how kind of them to drop it on such a pivotal visit to the wonderful place of Boston by the Prince and Princess of Wales. People over here, let me tell you, Martha, are just perplexed. You've gone from being in the world's most prestigious family and you've dropped yourself into the lower levels of reality TV. Are we that intrigued about their story? Have we not seen it all before? A lot of people believe, given how long it's taken to get to this point, it's going to be a bit of a yawn fest, and Netflix could be counting the cost, not of profit, but of doom.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money, millions of dollars, so they need to ramp this up, and there's no coincidence here that this is dropping on the day that this huge trip that the Wales folks have been planning for a long time. Clearly, and this is a three punch, right? You've got the Netflix show, you've got the book that is coming out, this is part of a big effort in the series that's going to follow all of this by Meghan and Harry to really keep themselves in the bloodstream and to keep finding ways to make money off of this story when what they told us was that they wanted privacy and a quiet life. So how does that work?
I think me and you lead quieter lives, don't you? I mean, it's incredible, really, because these people, I love the fact as well, I don't know if you saw this picture today, but there was a picture today of Meghan with her mother and allegedly Archie, the invisible child. And what's incredible there is that suddenly she's now having to sell the child into the projects because she knows that, things are running out. It's becoming pretty desperate. She mentioned the child and the setup in the Variety interview. You can only go so long before you run out. And really, as I often say, and you know this well, Martha, you're a talented lady, talent outshines in the end. And what William and Catherine are doing is good things. They're representing our wonderful King Charles, and it's a big event. If I was, Prince William, the Prince of Wales, I'd be very, very upset at just how difficult and hurtful his younger brother's been, particularly so soon after the sad demise of Queen Elizabeth II. How he can sit there and think this is a good idea. Really, one might say, how much hatred for your own family do you truly have?
Yeah, well, that's the way it appears. And there was all this talk during the funeral that maybe they would be able to mend fences. I mean, it's more clear than ever, Neil. There's absolutely no effort on the part of Harry and Meghan. I mean, they're making it quite clear that they've got their knives out in this. They are not looking to mend fences. Would you agree?
Well, absolutely. And I think what's really quite sad is, King Charles, as you know, Martha, you follow the royals incredibly well. And, he's a warm, compassionate person. He invited them over for Christmas. They've spurned him. Perhaps now, as King Charles is sitting down tonight with Camilla, who's battling her own race row problem after that particular event at Buckingham Palace, they must be thinking, thank goodness they're not coming. And if you remember, of course, even apparently the late Queen said, thank goodness Meghan wasn't coming to the funeral of the Duke of Edinburgh. History repeats itself, doesn't it? They're going to become non and void very soon. But while we're slightly interested, we're intrigued. The interesting point there as well, Martha, when he says not many people get to see behind the curtain. Are we that interested? I mean, do they not think that we may not be interested in what they've gone through in a cost of living crisis where everybody's struggling around the world? It's rich people, Dallas Dynasty, Falcon-Crest, Knots Landing, all rolled into one, but they were infinitely better.
Yeah, they had such an opportunity to do the kind of work that they say they want to do as part of the family, but they walked away from all of that. Now they seem to want to stay in the limelight. I don't know if we have a picture of William and Kate at the Celtics game last night, but I thought they walked in, they looked as confused as I would look if you took me to a cricket match. It was hilarious. They're so, they were lovely as always, but they were kind of looking around like, what is this? What happens here?
What are we doing?
Exactly.
I mean, it's true. You come to London a lot, Martha, and you know our quirks and things like that. Things are explained to them in advance, but you know, when you're there in the moment, you're thinking, what's going on?
I know. I thought they're used to being in a Wimbledon box, you know, and they were sort of in the front row, and it's loud, and the basketballs are going over their heads. And I was like, welcome to America. Neil, thank you. Always good to see you, my friend.
A pleasure.
We'll talk soon.
Take care.